Christ is the blueprint, and Christ is the foundation and the binding agent for these 7 fields of life. So if you are ever going to play out your life assignment and fulfill your life's purpose or your life's mission or your destiny in the way God wants you to fulfill it, in your career, in your profession, in your occupation, you must understand who? Christ. So the only way we can fulfill our life's mission and then produce societies that encourage human flourishing and prosperity, societies that represent God's heavenly societies, is when men come under the dominion of Christ, they become the people of Christ, and Christ, being their head, now begins to rule them, and through these men, they fulfill God's vision for each of the field of life. So Christ has a vision for our media and journalism. How is it going to be accomplished? We need people submitted under the lordship of Jesus, carrying out the vision and the mission of Jesus for that field of life. Now, the heart of Christ then now has to do with the ideologies, the regulatory ideologies and philosophies that is supposed to now govern the people who are supposed to carry out God's visionary plan in each of these fields of life for their nation. Because it is the heart of Christ that lets us know what mindset are we supposed to carry and to what end are we supposed to pursue our life's mission and our life's purposes. We must live with this ideology called Christ. So we now must find out, what is this learning called Christ? What is this discipline called Christ? What is this philosophy called Christ we are supposed to carry that is supposed to regulate our lives? Why is that necessary? Because this learning, this ideology, this philosophy is what framed the entire universe. Let's go to John chapter 1. In the beginning was the
word.
Wonder. What did you say that word was?
The divine subject.
The divine subject.
Yes,
so look at something. In the beginning was the divine
subject.
The divine subject was with
God.
So we have God and we have the divine subject. But they are not separate. They are together. And the divine subject was God. So you cannot choose Christ and live anyhow, because the very constitution of the universe is the person of Christ and the principles of Christ. These principles are the eternal universal principles. Anybody that wants to fulfill their life's mission must understand, imbibe, and live out as the expression of their life mission in whatever field God has called them to. So what is the foundation of religion? Truth, goodness, beauty. What is the foundation of family and health? Truth, goodness, beauty. Now, as a son of God, when you go into the field of economics and technology, what are you supposed to be projecting or to be working towards? Truth, goodness, beauty. What about politics? Truth, goodness, beauty. All the fields of life, we should be working towards truth, goodness, and beauty, or truth, justice, goodness, beauty, and abundance. This is the reason why people now begin to say statements like, how is it that we have 70% Christians in Ghana, yet Ghana doesn't look like a Christian nation? Because a lot of Christians know the who of Christ, they don't know the what of Christ. So as a Christian, when he goes into the banking sector, he or she doesn't really know what exactly he's supposed to do as a Christian banker. So the person is a doctor, a Christian doctor, but the person doesn't really know what Jesus wants him to do as a Christian doctor. And most of the time, what we seek to do is that, once I go to work, we do Bible studies, we do prayers, and that is all. That is not the ideal. The ideal of Christ for those of us called into other fields of life is not just for us to organize prayer meetings and Bible studies in our workplaces. Definitely. Those Bible studies and prayer meetings, although they are good, if it does not head towards the heart of Christ, the ideals, our prayers are failing and our Bible studies are failing.